Receiving God. Meditations on the Mother. It's a timeless story. God extends his hand to help humanity, but humanity does not wish to receive it and keeps its hand closed. It prefers to satisfy desires, pursue projects, make progress in the world. Humanity is so passionate in its countless distractions, and thus perennially distracted from God. The prophets and God people repeat, "Knock and the door shall open. Ask and ye shall receive." But this is difficult for humanity, very difficult, because it is not our habit. Even those who self-describe as religious or spiritual, the majority of the time they rely on themselves and keep busy with other things. It is not easy for a human to be sincere about God, because if it were easy, sincerity would not mean what it means. That genuine yearning to open oneself to God and receive whatever God wishes to give. How often do we knock? Why do we not knock more often? Why are we not always, constantly, vigilantly taking God's hand? The Mother tells us, divine love is there always, in all its intensity, a formidable power. But most people, 99%, do not feel anything at all. What they feel of it is exclusively in proportion to what they are, to their capacity of receiving. This teaching is widespread. We can only receive from God what we, as vessels, are capable of receiving, what we are willing to receive. When St. Paul exhorts us to make our bodies temples for the living God, he means it literally. For although the divine love is everywhere, a formidable power, we do not realize it unless we make a space for it, unless we invite it to act in our lives. The Mother tells us the divine love, the divine consciousness is like an active atmosphere. As soon as there is a possibility of being received, it is received. The reason God answers the moment we sincerely knock is because He has been knocking on our door for all eternity, waiting for us. He has placed before us an open door which no one can shut. But God, who loves us with all His fullness, does not want half-lovers. The keys to the kingdom are placed in the hands of those capable of receiving it and handling it well, selflessly, from a place of sincere and total self-giving. Otherwise, the work of God would risk being twisted. If we are honest with ourselves, most of us are content with our twistedness. God has placed the spark within us, but only rarely do we use our free will to stoke the flame. We chase distractions instead, pursue all the human things. But is it worth the trouble? Mother, she does not believe in external decisions. She came to see the vast hubbub of human activity as so much childishness and insignificant. She believed in one thing only, that there is a force of divine consciousness pressing down from above, always increasing the pressure. Unless our power of execution comes from there, through the power of God's descent in us, we do nothing, accomplish nothing, participate in nothing. For anyone listening who hears or has heard God's knock, make more time to knock back. Pass through the open door. Consent to be spiritualized, sincerely. Embrace the gift which God has given you, the chance to be a recipient of His fullness and love. If we ask the Lord to enter our being, any time we ask, it will happen. The only question is if we actually want it, if we are willing to receive God, if we are willing to ask.